I got something weird going on with my stroke. Now, if you guys don't know what a stroke is, it's basically the forward movement of the ball, especially at the last end. I might put in a video where you guys can see a little bit more about it, but it's kind of weird, and it has to do with the timing. So if you happen to play any of the ball games, let's say tennis, table tennis, I don't know, bowling, baseball, whatever, where you need to push the ball in a forward movement, the stroke that I have, and I've recorded myself a little bit because that's what I've been doing the entire week, managing to get that out of my system, or at least I'm hoping to get that out of my system, because it's not good. This is the main reason why I'm actually missing a lot of balls. But first we need to grab something to eat, so I'm gonna grab a Subway, and then I'm gonna grab another Subway to get there. So see you in a little bit. I eat these things way too many times. To BLT. Alright, so here we are in the pool hall. Now you're gonna see me shake a lot of hands over here because there are 32 players that entered this particular tournament. Majority of them obviously are friends. And that guy. Okay, so let me tell you about the venue. So we got a ranking tournament. So ranking means you can position yourself a little bit higher or lower in the overall ranking. And this is the first match. Now, obviously, I'm going to speed it up. And you guys are going to see the same layout as you saw on the other day. Now, speaking a little bit about the tournament itself again, is within this tournament, you're going to be able to position yourself into the last 16. Now, I believe there is like 10 or something like that of these tournaments, and you need to qualify yourself by earning points throughout all of these tournaments for the last 16. And the last 16 is obviously a invitational basis. You need to qualify to get there. Now, throughout the entire tournament, you're going to earn points, but there's also a little bit of money to be had there as well. Now, the entry fee is about 10 euros, and I believe the last 8 are going to get monies that are going to be in the money, as they say. But enough about the tournament. Let me tell you what you guys are seeing. So this game is something that you guys may not be familiar. So we are playing 9-ball. So you basically have to hit the lowest possible ball that there is on the table first, and then you have to obviously hit a rail to make it a legal shot. For the next couple of minutes, I think this video is about 13 or 14 minutes long. You guys are going to see me play in this table with my current opponent. Now, this is the first frame, and obviously between the shots, I'm going to speed up the footage, so you guys are not going to be bored that much. Now, my opponent, I think he makes this shot. No, he does not. He leaves me a very thin cut. I believe this was one of those shots that was intended either to make it and have a good position, or not make it and have a good safety as it just played. Now here I can't see it, I can't bank it, so I go for the safety, hiding behind the 9-ball, leaving him a very tough... Oh, he's going for a jump. Oh, that's not that's not a jump. So he made a foul over there, giving me ball in hand with 3 balls. I should be able to clear this table, or at least I'm hoping for a very clean run out right here. Now the 9, and this is how you win the game, by sinking or by making the 9-ball. It doesn't matter what kind of balls you're going to make, as long as the last ball that you make is the 9-ball. Or you can make the ball by hitting the lowest amount of the lowest number that it is on the table, and then sinking the 9 ball as well as a carom shot or as a combination. That's also going to give you a point. Now here he did not hit the ball, he hit the rail really hard. So I basically do this. I kind of wanted to be a little bit further along, to be honest, but I managed to make this 2 ball. Now the 3 ball is practically inside the pocket already, so that's not a very tough shot. Now this is raised to 5, as you guys can see on the lower left of your screen. And I'm basically left with just 3 other balls that I need to sink up here. Now I was playing decently, or maybe on the higher level of what I normally should be playing, because as you guys know, I've been practicing like almost every day for the past, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 months or something like that. So that was a very good run. Now this is the break. Now we obviously try to make a ball on the left. No, sorry, on the right side of the, or at least I'm trying to make a ball on the right side of the rack, and I managed to do that. So it leaves me an opportunity to see the one, to make the one, and basically continue the run. I do this very good because if you see all of my breaks, something is going to be apparent, or at least I'm hoping you guys are. If you guys are playing 9 ball as well, as you guys can emulate that, can repeat what I did. So what I'm doing is I am basically pulling the white all the way in the kitchen, leaving me the most in terms of seeing the one, having a shot at the one. That gives me the most biggest area that I can land on without having any conjunction. So other balls are going to be in the vicinity of the 1 ball, and also on the cue ball. So gives me at least a little bit, or at least that's my theory, gives me a little bit of a tactical advantage. So this one is a break and run, so my opponent did not actually come on the table. So again, you see the same break, me pulling back the cue ball, the white ball, all the way back in the kitchen, and then normally the 1 is around that center pocket. Gives me I can basically see the first ball that I need to pot, and gives me the opportunity to make that ball, obviously, because cue ball and the one ball are fairly close to each other. Now I needed to force myself on these 2 positions. You guys saw that I needed to use 3 rails. Now normally we don't want to use 3 rails because the further along the cue ball travels along the table, the harder it is to get to really good position, unless there is absolutely you cannot make the ball or have any other way to get to the next ball. You have to use 3 rails, but normally we do not want to do that. So that is break and run number 2. In 9 ball, breaking and running is basically something that we tend to do. Now here you can see that I actually, unfortunately, I made the 1 ball, and if I didn't make the 1 ball, the 1 ball is going to be sitting right there in or near that middle pocket, giving me a very a lot of opportunity to make the ball or to do something with it. Now right here, this particular shot pissed me off so much, because I didn't want to be here, and I actually double hit that 7, and I'm very mad right there. That's what I wanted to be. Pointing to a position is obviously not going to make it, so I kind of need to have a little bit more control on that cue ball. But I think it was something like a concentration error or whatever it was. I didn't manage to be where I wanted to be, and that basically lost me that particular frame, giving me my opponent 1 point to score. Now here he goes. He broke, and I think he's maybe going to run this. I don't really know for sure. Oh no, he hangs that 2 ball in the pocket over there. Now I make this stupid mistake. I don't know why I did this. sometimes it's just like weird. I should have been like on the center table so I can make that particular ball in the corner, but I go here for a safety, and I think it's a good safety because I got coverage over there with the 9 ball. But he manages to sink this like it was nothing. And this was a jump shot. These are very tough, but then again, with the equipment that we have these days, they're not that hard, but he managed to do it, so props for him to do this. Now I think he managed to get a little bit of worse position here on the 5 to the 6, but he makes, oh no, he does not make the 6. Oh, he leaves me this. Now there is just a sliver of the 6 that I can see, so I actually go for like a reverse safety, trying to get that cue ball close to the rail. I couldn't, so he does a better, much better safety than I did. So there are 2 options for me here. I can actually go on that top rail and hit it like this, but the cue ball, there it goes. The cue ball hit the 6 and managed to get inside that pocket, giving him ball in hand. Now ball in hand with 3 balls, he should be running out, which I believe he does, because it's only the 9 ball that is staying. And here we go. Yes, he managed to make that, so that's 4-2 for me. Now on the break shot, yes, I remember this particular frame. Now normally the 9 ball, the ball that is closest to the white ball over there, normally stays on the other side of the table, and I really didn't like the 9 here, so I made a push out. So push out is only available if you open up, and that's the first shot, so you can basically do whatever you want to and designate that as a push or a push out. I overcut this particular ball. I'm still, in my mind, I'm still angry with the 6 that I missed that was in the corner, or at least I didn't miss the 6, I missed the positional part of making that ball. Now he snookered himself, so snookering is a terminology where he can't see the ball, so he does like a 2 rail kick shot, gives me this. Now I try to jump that ball. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have elevated my cue much higher, and I jumped the ball out of the table, giving a ball in hand, but then he manages to do this, so he does not see that particular ball, so he does not make a legal contact with that particular ball. So I hit every ball that is on the table. I hit the 9 with the object ball, I hit the 6 with the cue ball. That wasn't a good positional shot for me. Now here I needed to be more on this lower part of the table, because now I have to go like 3 rails, and again we don't want to use 3 rails to get there, leaving me a very thin cut, and I butcher it. The ball stays up in the jaws of the pocket over there. He basically has a very low easy shot, not a low shot, an easy shot to make the 8 and the 9, but he comes out of position right here, and he basically gives that last frame up, and that's it. That's the entire game. Now obviously we talk a little bit about, like, you know, what went wrong, and he was like, I'm very happy because I was, you know, enjoying the game that you did, and I was like, yeah, that particular 6-7, I'm still upset, to be honest, and it's been like 3 or 4 days now that I played this particular match, but then, you know, an experience gained, I would say. Anyway, that's it for this video. There is another match that I had that I'm going to make a video about. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy that too. Later.